I just realized I've been talking this entire time without any microphone. But what I was saying was today we're going to be on NASCAR Heat 4. We're going to be doing some practice laps here. I'm going to be running the number 13 in the truck series. I'm practicing here today because I have my first race tonight. It's going to be another live stream about 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to be doing a full race here. Right now it looks like we're only going to be doing the 7% race. This is the only truck series that I found so far, so we're going to run that one. I'm going to join their lobby real quick. If you look over to the right side, you can see that I'm looking at your comments on the screen today. I'm doing the screen thing. I'm doing that because of the sorry about that. I'm going to be doing that because I don't have a computer that I can set up while I'm running the race and still be able to read comments, versus here, while I'm racing, I'll be able to see it over to the right side. Like I said, I can see Titanic Man. Said, hey, what's going on, Titanic? How are you? Like I said, you know, I'm just going to be doing my race. Like I said, today I have joined a truck series. It's called the Vapor Trackstar Series. If you check out my Instagram, the Instagram name is in my description of this live stream. I've got the two leagues that I'm going to be running for here. I'm going to be running the number 13 in the Vapor Trackstar Series and the Truck Series, and then the number 74 in Non-Stop NH4 League on I just completely forgot what I said. Oh, the Xfinity Series is what I'll be racing in for the Non-Stop NH4 League. There are 11 out of 18 laps done, 12 out of 18 laps, so it won't be much longer. They're at Martinsville right now, but I was hoping maybe to practice at Daytona for a little bit. But hey, we'll practice at anything they give us. And so I'm trying to get as much practice in as possible with the trucks. I don't usually run trucks. I'll run the dirt track a lot, or the Xfinity, or the Monster Energy Series. I've never really done very much truck series, but the owner of the league that I'm in wanted to do a truck series, so that's how he started it. And I said, hey, let me jump in there, just see, you know, how it is. Yeah, I hope it's going to be a good one. They're obviously going to do a lot of setup. This is our actual first race tonight, so if it seems a little chaotic, it's not because the people who are running it don't know how to run it. It's just because it's our first race, so it's kind of hard to get everything perfect on the first try. But like I said, that all comes with time, you know. Over time it'll get better, and I'll probably have a more professional setup or whatever else. So it looks like they're on lap 16. I'm reading some of the names here. This guy right below me, who says is in 5th position, his name is Thanos Snapped. Yeah, I guess he did. So we have 17 out of 18 laps done here, so we'll be racing here in just a minute. Turn down the music if you don't want to get copy strike. We'll put the music in the description, Titanic Man 24 said. From what I understand, Titanic Man, since it's in the game and the music broadcasting is through the game, then I can't get copyright strike because, like I said, it's broadcasting through the game. So you don't have to worry about that. But once the race starts here in a minute anyways, we won't hear any music. But I will write that down, and before I do my actual stream later. Like I said, this is just a practice stream. Once I do my real stream later, I'll be sure to turn off the music before I start. I'm only 7 minutes in here for our first race. Yeah. Yeah, YouTube is rough about that sometimes, but hey, maybe we'll get away with it. Like I said, I think as long as it's in the game and it's broadcasting through the game and I'm not like holding the phone up to my mic playing it. This is strictly through the game. You know, NASCAR put this in their game. Looks like we're gonna run Talladega here. 7% race. 7% where? It looks like somebody else is running 13 in this. Never mind, they backed out. So we've got 17.6. No, hey, this is jumping quick. We've got 2 seconds till our first race of the stream here. And we're about to load in here at Talladega Motor Speedway. We're only doing 7 laps here, so nothing too crazy. I think I forgot to loosen my handling line up, so that's not good. But maybe we'll be able to run it how it is. Talladega is a super speedway, like I was saying, so we don't really have to worry too much about having a tight or loose handling line. As long as we can run for the most part on the bottom, we should be able to be fine. Here we go. We are starting right now. I switch to a full truck cam. Got Rowdy Smoke in the second. We're gonna try to draft off of him once we get up to speed. There we go. The race has officially started. We went past the checkered line right there. The start, finishing, whatever you want to call it. Gosh dang, we got a truck inside. He was running us up the track.
Still there.
Tapping us here. Man, he is. Okay. Cool, dude. This is what's not fun about these online racings. People just wreck you out of nowhere for no reason. Probably not going to be able to catch them up there unless something major happens. We're going to try for it though. We're at least going to finish the race and maybe get the fastest lap time if we can. I imagine that's going to be pretty hard. Because they're up there and they can draft off of each other and do whatever else they need to. But in the race league, I believe that would have been a penalty for that guy. He'd probably have some sort of punishment due to potentially wrecking. But at the same time, it looks like he teleported into the pit zone, which means he probably left the game. So maybe you wouldn't have to serve a penalty. Maybe you wouldn't have to because he obviously left the game. Maybe that was what's happened. Can't be mad. Is this just practice or are you trying to win? Right now I'm just practicing. Like I was saying, I have a race later tonight and that's going to be a full-on race. More than just 7 laps, as you can see in the top left corner it says lap 2 out of 7. So we're only doing 7 laps. This is just random people. I'm just putting in some practice with the trucks. At about 8 o'clock tonight, I'll be doing a full-on race. And that's one that I'll be trying to win because it's for points and stuff like that. This is just some random lobby that I joined in the online option. I believe if we had a little bit longer than the 7 laps that we have here, we'll be able to catch these guys. How long is the race going to be tonight? It's going to be, I think, about 200 laps. So Daytona, depending on how fast you're running, somewhere between 50 seconds and 45. So it'll be a good little race, probably about 2 hours. It'll be like a real race that you'll see on TV as far as how long we'll run. And the obvious pit stop, if you wreck, they're going to have damage turned on. I imagine they're going to figure out some way to do cautions. With the yellow flag coming out, everybody has to slow down. From what I understand, we'll be slowing down to about 70. Somebody wrecks and we have to do a caution, something like that. See, the good thing about running with other people and not being as far behind as I am is that you can draft off of each other, you can get that speed going. Right now, you know, I'm having trouble with going as fast as they are. I'm keeping the same pace as them, but if I was with somebody else running, we'd be able to draft off of each other, which makes it a little bit easier to go around these corners because you can keep your speed up. I don't know what this guy over here is doing. He's just gonna enjoy himself, I guess. Probably let a brother or something drive.
Just a couple more turns. 2 more. Here to go.
Are you planning on doing some GTA 5 races? I mean, not right now, obviously. I'm gonna probably run some more laps in the truck series on this game. But eventually, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'll just race whatever and whenever, or play whatever game, doing whatever. It really just depends. You're really pulling away from it now.
We got 1 to go.
They'll be able to finish right there next to each other. I unfortunately will not be able to run as fast as they were. The record, oh, looks like I have the best lap here. So maybe I'll be able to be in the front on the next thing. I can make some custom races that look like NASCAR races. Okay, well, if you do that, I'll be sure to check them out, and if they're really good, I'll get as many people as I can, and we'll try to do some races on your map. Got a little low on the bottom there. Didn't mean to do that. Top 5 rating. Had a 90 speed rating. That wasn't the best, but hey, works for me. Finished 18 seconds later than they did. Almost 19 actually. It'll probably take a while. I'll let you know when it's done. Yeah, man, just let me know whenever. I'm gonna try to be a little more active on my YouTube channel now, thankfully. I mean, the coronavirus is an unfortunate situation. It's really bad. You know, a lot of people are being hurt from it, or worse than that. But it gave me a little bit more free time now, so I will be able to start doing YouTube a little bit more. Okay, we're gonna run real loose. 20 seconds till our next race. Like I said, this will just run us through a whole bunch of races. I'm just trying to get some practice racing, you know. These other people in this league are probably gonna smoke me tonight, but I hope I'm putting up as good of a competition as I possibly can. These are probably people who play this game every day and have all sorts of fun, and I haven't touched it in almost a week, and I'm like, okay, I'll race. We have been live for 18 minutes so far. I think I'm going to make this live stream somewhere about 30 minutes, or whenever the race after 30 minutes ends. Probably be about the time that I'll finish this one up. Then I'll be back on later tonight for a little bit more racing action, and that'll be our real race. Wow, okay, so important here, if you're going to race this track, make sure your handling line is super loose. As you can see, I am sliding way up, and you do not want to slide up on a racetrack. That is how tires get. Oh, I just smashed that guy into the wall. I'm sorry about that. These guys have a line, and they are running it perfectly around this track. I am really struggling. I definitely need a looser handling line coming around these corners, getting too close to the wall for my comfort. That was a pretty good one there. Like I said, I just do not have the turning that they do. They obviously have their crap put together. These are probably guys who will be in a racing league. Oh boy, I'm spinning out. Hit that groove right there. It wasn't good. They're gonna be way ahead of me now. Probably gonna wind up lapping me in this race. Yeah, see, I'm just cutting it way too low for comfort here. They are just able to pull away from me as needed. Looks like I'm about matched with them as far as how far they are away from me. They don't seem to be gaining much, or if they do, it's just a little bit at a time. Seem to be able to make it up on the front and back stretch, but they're definitely doing a lot better now as far as pulling away.
5 to go, 5 to go.
I don't think they'll be able to catch me and lap me, but who knows. They don't allow the custom setups. All you can do is adjust how loose or tight you are. you can go into the pits and add more wedge and stuff like that, but with only 14 laps, never be able to catch it back up with them. You'd be a lap down. Don't want that to happen. 3 more laps to go here. Yeah, there, go back into the wall. Man, I am just sucking today. Really hope I get this back under control before later. Oh, cool. I'm just gonna accidentally take a run through the pits here.
Okay, get back in there. Let's go.
Oopsie daisies. Alright, I at least want to finish this. There we go. 3rd. Sweet. Yeah, that was kind of rough. Oh, I got 101 speed rating. I mean, I had the speed, I just didn't have the control. If I would have had the control, I would have been able to fly around those corners. So you want to take the corners if you're watching the automatic driving here, just like that, just perfectly around. And come out, go wide, cut it back in through the corners. The more loose your handling line is, the more you're able to turn it going in. But if it's too loose, you're just gonna spin all over the place. So yeah, I did pretty good. I mean, their best lap time is only a little bit faster than mine. About 0.3 seconds, 0.4 seconds there. Uh-oh, somebody left, so it looks like I'll be starting 2nd. Oh boy. So we are going into a... Excuse me. We're going into a road course. Road courses are not the normal oval or circle track that you will see, but they are curvy. They go left and right and left and right and all over the place. So these are fun. You can get a lot of speed going, but at the same time, you know, you don't want to. Nope, just kidding. We're going for Daytona now. Hey, that's perfect for me. You know, our race tonight's going to be at Daytona, so this will give me the practice on the track that we're running at. And there we go. Looks like we're starting. It's only going to be 3 of us running this race. Same 2 from the last race. Number 2 cars. Lil Andy 50. Follow me on Instagram. Alright, cool. Yeah. So I'll be racing Wednesdays and Sundays. Wednesdays will be about 7 o'clock Eastern Standard, or not 7 o'clock, sorry. Wednesdays will be 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and Sundays will be about 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, depending on the week. We might go earlier, we might go later.
Hold your line, stay high.
Have a fast truck, and this dude's just gonna bump me. Sweet.
Got one down low now.
Jerk. They're trying to spin each other up there. That's what I do not like about the regular online racing, is that people try to spin each other for no reason. You know, if somebody's coming around you, they're much faster than you, just let them go. No reason to try to go up on him. I know he's riding his rear end right now, so he's drafting now. That's perfectly fine. But when you get into somebody's fender, or you just try to spin them out and stuff like that, that's where things are bad. So the good thing is we're not too far behind them here. We're going to try to catch up, but it looks like they're going to be pulling away from us. See, if I just had my custom setup, I'd be just a few miles per hour quicker. Be able to keep up with you just a little bit more. Right now they have tire wear at a minimum, but when we get to this race that I'm talking about now, later tonight, it's going to be realistic as far as the amount of tire wear that goes with going 200 almost miles an hour. Believe it or not, it'll actually be faster running these laps, because when you're with a group of cars, like I said, you're able to draft off of them, which makes your speed go up by a ton. And there's only 3 cars on the track right now. It's me and these 2 other guys, but later it's going to be about 15 to 20 people all racing at once. So you'll be able to draft and speed around these corners. I'm talking fly, unless you're the first place position. And that's what's crazy about Daytona too, is you might be in first place now, but somebody's going to come around the corner here in a minute and they're going to slingshot and fly by you. We're making up some time on them now. They're too busy trying to focus on each other. We're going to get right back up to them here in just a minute. We'll come around the corner.
That was a better lap.
Putting in fast laps. See, while they're wiggling, the more you wiggle too, like coming out of the curves, you can see them doing a lot of left and right action. The more you wiggle, the less speed you get. So I'm trying to keep it as straight as possible. Ooh, looks like we're getting a little bit of the draft there, so you can see that I'm speeding up, getting closer. Finally able to draft off of them. Once you get so close, you're able to draft, and that's gonna, for this, if you look in the bottom right at my speedometer, you'll see that it turns blue around it, and that's when you know that you're drafting. Dropping in there, getting the draft off of the guy in front of him.
One more to go. Stay on the bottom. Top 3, use it if you need it.
Every time. Running perfectly in my line, going straight. And somebody's got to screw it up. But hey, I got some really good lap times in there. It's been about 32 minutes. I said I didn't want to go too far past 30 minutes. Gave myself a little bit of time to rest up for that race tonight. So this is where this practice race is going to end at. I'll be back online about 7:55-ish Eastern Standard Time. So be sure to hop on and say hi. Like I said, I'll be driving this number 13 truck for the it's called the Vapor Track Star series, and yeah, if you want to check them out on their Instagram, it's Vapor_Trackstar_series. They've got driver registration, all the rules, stuff like that. Yeah, it's going to be a 50% race. So Daytona for trucks is 200 laps, so it'll be a 100-lap race. 15 drivers. We're going to have what you call it? Okay, we're going to back out of that before it starts the race. So I'm just going to read off some of the rules and information. We're going to race on Wednesdays. There's going to be no intentional wrecking of others. Lobby will start around 7:55, and then we're going to start the race, or qualifying, at 8 o'clock. Cautions will be on. No custom setup, no custom trucks. So only what is provided on the game. Like I said, the link's going to be 50 for the race. If you miss a race, if you miss a race, you can't come to the race. It just results in a last place for that race. If you look, when I was going around the track, there's that 2 double yellow line at the bottom. You can go down there only to pass and come back up. You can't just run around that bottom the whole time. And then, so our schedule for the next 14 weeks will be Daytona, Texas, Dover, Michigan, Las Vegas, Phoenix, Charlotte, Bristol, Talladega, Kansas, Kentucky, Eldora, which is a racetrack, Richmond, and Homestead, Miami will be our last one for the first season here. And then for my other league that I'm in, sorry, it's the Xfinity League for the NASCAR Heat 4 non-stop league, and our that's the Cup Series there. Give me just a second, I'll have the information for the Xfinity League. Okay, so Daytona, Phoenix, Atlanta, Miami, Bristol, Texas, Talladega, Dover, New Hampshire, Watkins Glen, Charlotte, Darlington, Chicagoland, Pocono, Michigan, and then once again Daytona. And we'll go into the playoffs, which would be Las Vegas, Indianapolis, Martinsville, Talladega, Kansas, Texas, and then finish up at Miami. Right now, the leader for the Xfinity League is going to be Gage. We were in Atlanta the other day. I wasn't able to be there for it, so right now I am looking at a last place. But they're also starting to play Truck Series, but I'm not going to be running for that one. But yeah. So let's see at the races we got going here. So right now, the highest points was 52 points. So that's going to be hard for me to make up. I probably won't make it to the playoffs for that league. Probably because some of these guys are really good. But like I said, hey, you never know. Thank you all for watching.